Y'all already know what it is. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life, and we're back. So I got a bunch of comments, and I wanted to tighten that up today based off those comments. And talking about the older guys and older men that I've seen get their asses kicked, get into situations, find themselves in harm's way. People commented and said, hey, over here we protect the old. Hey, over here that wouldn't fly. Hey, over here. Hey, over here. Hey, over here. I agree. 9 times out of 10, if an old guy finds himself in a situation, it's because he either ran his mouth and put himself in a situation. It's nothing but savages where we're at. And that's it. But I have seen situations time and time again where dudes not only step up and defend the old, but step up and defend the weak. I myself have fought other people's battles. I've seen plenty of people step up and take on the next man's battle. Or you want to pick on dude because dude's kind of slow, huh? Or you want to pick on the old head, but you come over here and try that shit with me. Seen it, done it, dealt with it, time and time again. So that's what we on now. That's what we getting in today. Defending the weak, fighting the next man's battle. Before we move forward, a couple things I got to talk about real quick. Kanye West, what is this album you dropped? Donda. You know the best part of the album? When it went off. Garbage. I know you heard that album before you put it out. Just when you think it can't get no worse, you do some shit like this. You need to go back to college. Or back to Chicago, back to where everything started, and try again. Because that ish is garbage. Another thing. Talk to dude, if y'all ain't already checked him out, go check out Banky Pound. BANKYPOUND. I talked to Banky for about an hour yesterday. I don't know Banky personally, like as far as doing time with Banky, but we had a good conversation yesterday, man. Really, somebody I can really relate to. We know all damn near the same people. All the people I talk about in these stories, Banky knows them. So I'm gonna link up with Banky. We got some other things in the mix. I'm gonna link up with Banky here soon. Have Banky on so y'all can, hear from his mouth. Let you hear about some of these dudes, man. It was cool to talk to somebody I could relate to. Banky did 33 years, man, and is out here, very positive brother, man, out here making a change in the world, giving back. So yeah, make sure you check out Banky Pound. But without further ado, fighting the next man's battle, protecting the weak. You know I done seen it. You know I done lived it. So let's relive it. Back in the Hummer, as y'all can see, taking the charge today is going to get detailed. Oil change, all the things you should do to your car to keep them fresh. Also, shout out to DGK. Man, they stepped the game up on the apparel. Clothes are hot. 215, Philly, the city of brotherly love. So many people know about it and so many don't. Philly is a place that is, I've told y'all, pause. Philly's highly underrated. They are currently talking about calling in the National Guard because of the amount of murders that have taken place in Philly. And this isn't nothing new. They should have been called somebody in. Philly is one of the places you can go to get money. You can go make a name for yourself. You can be an out of towner, show up and get money. You can be an out of towner, show up and leave in a box. Now, when it comes to Philly's jails and their prisons, one thing is guaranteed. You're dealing with the roughest of the rough. You're going to deal with everything from drug addicts to killers, dope boys, stick-up kids. You name it. Philly's got it. 99, I catch a robbery out Philly. Red-handed. Try to run off. Boom, I shoot down in the alleyway afterwards. Dude that approached us has some wet. For y'all to know what wet is, that's PCP, Angel Dust, Love Boat. We ended up robbing the dude. Cops see it, jump out. I run through an alleyway. I stash everything I got on me because I'm so bent, like just off of drinking syrup and popping pills all day and smoking boat, which is the same thing as wet. I'm bent. You know what I mean? It's late night now. Like, if I'm walking home, I'm walking sideways. I get jammed up on this robbery charge. Not a robbery I even intended, to commit. My homeboy Mike Baker, my brother Philly was with me. Free Bake. We catch a robbery case. I dip from the cops, come out the other end of an alleyway, and I get hit with the butt of a walkie-talkie. Boom! Right on the bridge of my nose. Breaks my nose. Shuts me down. I go to 55th and Pine, which is like, it's more or less like a jail that's just holding. Nobody stays there long term. You got 72 hours to make bail, or your ass is going to CFCF or House of Corrections, wherever you're going to end up. Everybody starts at CFCF. I don't make bond. My bond is crazy, and I have warrants here in Virginia. So I'm what's called an FOJ, fugitive of justice. I'm now being held. Even if I can make bond in Philly, I can't go home because I got out-of-state warrants. I get to the F, and I go into the first pod, which is kind of like quarantine process, and you're only there a couple weeks. Some people just a couple days, and they put you where you're going to be housed at. You might end up going to another jail. You might end up going to another part of the F, right? So they send me to another part of the F. While I'm in this part, there's a dude that comes in, and he's an old head. He's a smoker from North Philly. And a smoker being somebody that smokes crack. Dude don't have no problems. He's like everybody else, passing through, doing his time. Just so happens it's a group about 10 of us that get moved either to House of Corrections or different parts of the jail. The old head gets moved where I get moved, to the same pod. We get over there, he knows some people, North Philly cat, talking to people. He's old. When I mean old, we're talking late 60s, man. Dude's been getting high a very long time. He tells me, man, I'm like a legend out where I live at. I'm hustle, man. I get everything people, man. You need a bicycle, I get your bicycle. You need a TV, I get your TV. Like, funny ass dude. When they first put him in the cell, he's by himself. They bring a whole bunch of new guys in. We've been locked in there in this pod now for about a month. And I mean, there's your typical fights, beefs. I told you I seen dude get stabbed in his neck with the ink pen, pencil jank. So, little over a month now, everything, you just got your basic everyday beefs going on. The old head is cool. He's made friends. He gets a young boy in the cell with him, right? I can tell no sooner than the young boy goes in that him and the young boy do not get along. You can tell by the demeanor of when somebody comes out their cell. If they used to come out every day and chop it up with people on a happy note, all right, that's his everyday self. Now when he comes out, he's more like, man, they got me in a cell with this dude, right? He's telling people, man, the youngin' ain't seeing eye to eye. The youngin's running his mouth. He keeps trying me. Little stuff's coming up missing. Commissary's coming up missing. I ain't got no money like that, you know what I mean? I got a girl out there be sending me a little bit of money. And I think dude's taking my stuff. Dude's telling me you need to dig up in his mouth then, tighten him up, you know what I mean? Y'all need to rumble. Man, I'm too old to be rumbling, man. I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I got some people in the streets, if they was in here, they'd sure enough do something to him. They'll kill his ass. Everybody, all right, man. Well, if you ain't, you ain't gonna fight for yourself, old head, then ain't nothing, this Philly, man. We stand up for each other, but we stand up for ourselves as well. And dudes, if they see you ain't gonna fight for yourself, they gonna look at you like, You soft. Like, you 60, if you 60 some years old, born and raised in Philly, fight shouldn't be nothing new to you. You shouldn't be afraid to take a punch in the face, right? So the old head keeps telling everybody, man, I'm telling y'all where I be at out North Philly, everybody knows me, man. They got nothing but love for me. It's crazy. Ain't none of my people in here. My people was in here. This shit wouldn't be happening, right? Him and the celly continue to go at it. The guy, and this dude's probably in his late 20s, maybe 30 at the most, right? Good sized dude, straight dude, tattoos on him, gun case, other bullshit, drug charges he got caught up on. He's on some, he's rocking with a bunch of dudes in there, like kicking. Now the dudes the old head knows in the jail, they're more or less smokers. They're guys he got high with. Ain't none of these dudes gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know what I mean? They're not the fighting type. They see what he's going through. They know him and the celly are beefing. I told y'all it always ends bad. But it don't mean it always ends bad for you. He comes out the cell one day and his face is black and blue. Him and a young boy that had words. Everybody done gassed him up. You're old head. Born and raised in Philly. You know what I mean? The mean streets of Philadelphia. You're supposed to be able to hold your own. Don't let that young boy carry you. Dig up in his mouth. So him and the young boy get to argue in the cell. Takes off with the young boy beats the shit out of him. Comes out the cell the next morning. Face is all beat up. Bruised all up. Knots on his eye. Young boy done worked him over, right? Pop swears his ass whooping. None of his people that mess with him are doing anything about it. They just kind of minding their business. You see that in jail where dudes are like, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just gonna chill, right? So when I tell you, it always ends bad. We sitting in there one morning, getting ready to get lunch, and a whole bunch of new people come in. I hear somebody go, hey, yo, what up, The old head looks over at the people coming in with their stuff. Hey, man, that's my sister's boy. That's his nephew. Nephew's a savage in the streets. There stands Unc with his face all knotted up. Nephew from North Philly. Anybody know about North Philly knows. If you get a fight out North Philly, you lucky. North Philly, they not playing all that fight shit. You can get with some hot. Unc, what's good with you, man? They told me you was locked up, man. What's the chances of us? Oh, fuck happened to your face, man? Come here, let me see. Unc, it ain't nothing, man. I handled it. It was a little knuckle game, nothing to worry about. Nah. Who the fuck put their hands on you like that, huh? Man, I ain't trying to cause no trouble for you, youngin'. You just got in here, young buck. Just chill out. I ain't trying to see you wild out, you know what I mean? I got it under control. Me and the cellmate ain't really seeing eye to eye, but the officer said they gonna get us moved and shit. Now, hold on. You my aunt. You my uncle. My mama's brother. What you mean, like, yo, what the fuck? This dude ain't even made it to his cell yet. And when you first come in, the top area is where we eat at. That's where the tables is at. And you got to go by the little desk, check with the officer. He's right there at the desk, pulled over beside where the tables is at, talking to his aunt. I'm telling him, nah, look, it's good. We got our wreck in, it's all good. What the fuck you mean it's all good, man? You my family, ain't nobody gonna be beating on you. Dudes are telling him, he goes to put stuff in his cell. Other dudes from out Philly know him, got a name in the streets. Hey, look, man, dude be bugging, man. His celly like on some brolic bully shit. Well, he gonna beat my uncle up, he gonna beat me up. Dude comes out, standing at the doorway, posted up, just looking. Don't know these two related. He's just standing there because he's one of these bully type dudes, looking around, looking at everybody, just chilling, eating his cookie. Dude says, nah, I gotta tighten him up, nah, youngin', look, you gonna tighten him up, then me and him got a lock in a cell, and it's gonna be more chaos for me and him. Everybody ain't going for that. You picking on the old, especially when you got a family member that shows up that'll put in some work. Dude had been there a hot 30, maybe 40 minutes. Put his stuff away in his cell. Went out in the day room. Sat down in the chair. Watched TV. Unc sat beside him chopping it up. We can all see dude on the top tier looking down. Damn, the old head got somebody with him. I put hands on the old head. Dude look like a problem. They boo, 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 get the kicking it, talking. Uncle, what you locked up for? Nephew, what you locked up for? They get into it, and you can see the whole time they talking, the nephew's not feeling this shit. Keep looking up at dude, looking up at dude, looking up at dude. When they call lockdown, you go in your cell. And when you go in your cell, that door shuts and it don't come open until the next time they, clear count. He tells Unc, hey, Unc, you can go in my cell. Because when they come through and fill in count, they just look. They don't pay attention to see if these two inmates have this name. They don't ask for IDs. They just make sure it's the same two dudes. He tells Unc, look, you can go in my cell, lockdown, and during lockdown, I'm going up top. I'm going in your cell. Unc, nah, youngin', you ain't got to do that. I think the old head was worried it was going to come back on him, and he ain't want to see nephew get in trouble. Sure enough, locked down for count. Tells Unc, he's on the bottom tier. Go in my cell, go in my cell. Him and this dude that beat his uncle up ain't never spoke. They been making eye contact. Dude keeps looking at him, tells him, you go lock down in my cell. And after count, we'll switch cells. He goes up in the cell, right? We lock down. They come through for count. We don't hear nothing. I keep waiting, listening. Like, damn, he's in that cell with dude. I guess he's in there. Why you fucking with my uncle, man? Why you beat up on the old head? Why you know what I mean? I can only guess on why or what they were saying in the cell. No sooner the guards come through and finish counting, you hear the beating. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, bam, bam. The sneakers. Sneakers got a distinct sound. When they scuff the floor, skirt, 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 skirt. That's how you know somebody's gritting, somebody's thumping. You can be dead asleep and hear those sneakers hitting the floor and that cell on that concrete and notice somebody's rumbling. You hear the doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Dudes in there, they wrecking. Now, I told you, dude that beat Unc up, he ain't no slouch. He ain't no punk. Dude ain't no bitch. But nephew is on some other shit. Nephew was a savage in them streets. And nephew will put that work in. Man, they called everybody out. Counts cleared at such 100 hours. Commence back to your regular shit. Go come out your cell, go mingle, do whatever. Dude comes out the cell. Got a bunch of scratches on his face, right? Goes down, tells him, going back up to cell, ain't gonna be no more problems, right? Goes on back up to his cell. I'm thinking, man, the guard's about to come in. This dude got scratches. You can tell he been fighting. Dude comes, stands in the doorway. In Philly, even if you lose, you still got to show face. You can't hide like no bitch, like, I just got trash. Dude comes, stands in his cell doorway, pulls out his duplex cookies, standing there eating his duplex cookies. Unc's in the cell, and his whole fucking face is smashed. When I mean smashed, I'm talking about to the point where he's got dry blood all over his lips, dry blood inside of his nostrils, his eyes green and yellow, black, knotted up, and they swapped cells. Dude loved his Unc, man. Nephew stepped in and took care of that problem. Wouldn't be long after that, they got swapped cells. Dude ended up getting moved. The dude he was in the cell with got moved from there to the multi-purpose room, which is a room that's got several bunks in it, where it's kind of like if you ain't got nobody rocks with you or anybody that'll take you, kind of just hang out in that room, and that's, several dudes in there. Dude moved his shit. Nephew ended up moving upstairs with Unc. Valuable lesson there. You might try somebody. Put your hands on them. Do what you think you're going to do. But you don't never know who they got, rocking behind them. Sorry if I sound weird, man. I got this shit in my mouth they got to take out today. But yeah, nephew put on, man. Nephew Shine from North Philly. Nephew Trash, dude that was messing with It's because somebody a smoker, somebody got some dumb charges, don't mean somebody don't care about them. Let's get into the next one. So anyways, we can cut this short. Went to the dentist, they pulled the tooth. 1 of 4 that's gotta go. Said the root was up in my sinuses. How is that even possible? Not feeling real good, in a lot of pain, so I wanted to get this video out to y'all. I had a lot more to come, but I need to get into bed. Anyways, man, these jails, institutions, penitentiaries, prisons, they're all just crazy worlds inside this already crazy world we live in. And as always, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep y'all entertained. Are you not entertained? And like always, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. To all my real ones and the awesome real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. Man, y'all know how we do. Salute.